Alex the Car Doctor. Welcome back, good people, to my channel. Guess what I have for you guys today? Woo, look at that. Another AutoZone Diagnostic gone wrong, I'm gonna say. The guy has pretty much replaced everything on this beautiful 07 Tahoe. To the vent solenoid, to the purge valve, so he say. So let's get in it and see what's going on. Pull it in the shop. It will be locked. Let's see. There we go. All right. Ooh, got a nice little rumble to it. So this is what we have. Check engine light on. Ooh, I'm about out of gas. Why people give me their vehicles out of gas, I don't know. Tire pressure light, change oil. All right, let's see here. Let's this baby in the shop. All right, let me get the scanner hooked up to it and see what we got going on. Got the big boy scanner out today. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is pull the codes for myself. And we have EVAP Vent System Performance and knick-knack stuff, or pressure sensor performance, engine misfire detected. All right. Let's look at some live data before I start running into some tests. So we want to deal with the EVAP system. Let me see. There we go. Ooh, y'all can see me. Hello. All right. The system is venting. Come on, clear up, camera. Solenoid. It's not commanded on. So it's currently off. Fuel tank level remaining 15%. Fuel level sensor. Fuel tank rated capacity. Fuel tank pressure sensor. Ooh, look at this. This doesn't supposed to be this high. Under normal engine vacuum, it's around 11-ish, 29 inches of vacuum. Man, this tank should be imploding right about now. Meaning, you know, sucked in real bad. Or to relieve that, you can just take the cap off and you will hear a lot of air coming out, which is not happening. So let's take a look underneath the truck. Ooh, let's see. He didn't complain about putting gas in the truck, but everything looks good under here. The tank don't look like it's sucked in. I've seen that happen before. It looks pretty normal under here, except he's missing his muffler. That's why it sounds like this. Interesting. Guys, I'm on the ground today because I don't have a lift available and I really need to diagnose this truck. So I'm on the ground. I am looking for the vent solenoid. Normally it's by the spare tire, but let's see. He replaced something that looks new. That's part of the vent solenoid system. And he didn't secure it. It's supposed to be secure up there. It's like dangling, but that won't cause a problem. Alrighty. It's normally by the spare tire if you follow it right behind that spare tire. So, but it don't supposed to be that high on pressure. Something is definitely going on. Let's see. With that high in pressure like that, the system is pretty much gonna shut down. It's not gonna act right. Just to prove my point here, let's try to vent it. EVAP vent solenoid. It's pretty sure it's not gonna let me do anything. So it's venting already. Let's turn it off. Vacuum too strong in EVAP system. So, yeah, let me pop the hood, see what's going on underneath. So the purge valve is right here, under this little cover. I don't know why these things are so hard to take off sometimes. It's because you're using one hand, Alex. So it's right behind this wiring harness. And that looks new as well. So I'm already assuming what's going on here. With it supposedly under so much vacuum, you know, I'm supposed to be able to unplug this line or take off the cap, and you know, I should see, you know, I should hear a lot of release on the system, you know, like a suction noise. And I'm not hearing none of that, but the system is claiming that the system is under extreme vacuum. That's extreme. So we either have two things going on. He has a computer issue, or he has a faulty fuel tank pressure sensor. Now, the fuel tank pressure sensor on this vehicle is located above the tank. So I'm gonna have to run some more tests to see what's going on. Now, I do have a Tahoe tank over here. I can show you where it is. So this is a fuel tank pressure sensor right here. It sits above the tank and it reads the tank pressure. I tried to pull it out, but it didn't come out. So guys, I need to pull out some more test equipment and really get it up on the lift. But I may end up dropping the tank and checking the connections on the fuel tank pressure sensor before I... Ooh, look at that mess. That's my son. This car is getting ready to go to the junkyard, so I let him go crazy. Let his imagination go wild. He decided to paint it pink. How about that? What was I? Like I was saying, I'm going to contact the customer and get permission to drop his tank for further diagnostics, because it may have a connection issue, and I want to be able to test the sensor. So that's what I'm gonna do. But before I leave you guys on that note, well, I'm not gonna leave you guys. I'm gonna show you the finished product, because I'm pretty sure you guys are gonna want to see this if the customer approves it. You know, if you don't approve it, and it's just the end of the video, unfortunately. But let me explain to you how the system works. I just use this opportunity to do that. So the system works like this. You have a purge valve up here, and we all know gas emits gas fumes. Those gas fumes are harmful to the environment. So what modern vehicles do, they take the gas fumes and reroute it into the engine to be burnt through this purge valve right here. This purge valve, this green line, this is a test port. I hook my smoke machine up to this if there's an EVAP leak, meaning gas fumes escaping. But yeah, I hook my test port up to it, run smoke through the system, pressurize the system, or put vacuum on the system to run my tests through this port. But gas fumes come through this line, and it sits here until the purge valve opens up. When that purge valve opens up, the engine vacuum will pull the gas fumes inside the engine to be burnt. And that works by the computer. Now, what goes on back here, we have a vent valve. And that was the piece I was showing you earlier that he has dangling. The vent valve, I'm not gonna go big into this, just to keep this video simple, but it pretty much allows you to put gas in your car. Your gas pump has a what is called, you know how it stops? It pretty much senses gas fumes and it'll stop. So if your vent valve is not venting while you're putting gas in the vehicle, it is just going to keep popping. It's going to keep stopping. So if you have a vehicle like that at home, you need to have your vent valve checked. If you can't put gas in it, your vent valve is not opening, and is now, it's causing the pump to act up. Also, it'll spit gas back at you too, so that's not fun. I had a vehicle like that. I don't have a vehicle like that. So that's sort of how the system works in the EVAP system on a modern day car. Just got the part put in. I did a whole bunch of complicated tests, which I'm not going to run you through it. It'll just take so long. But basically what I do is I check voltage, make sure it's getting the 5-volt reference, checking wires, things like that. Everything checked out okay. So I replaced the sensor. Now this is what I'm looking at. Remember before, guys, it was like -30 vacuum. Now we're reading somewhere around atmospheric pressure. And this is basically what I did to get to the sensor. You don't have to completely drop the tank. As you can see, the tank is still up there. I didn't disconnect anything but the tank straps, which you would need. It's 2 15s holding it in place. 15 right there, 15 right there. So I kind of crawled up in there, and there it is right there, what I'm hitting with my flashlight. So I just plucked that out and put a little grease around the new seal so it'll slide down easier. Plugged it in, and voila. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this tank back up. I do have full control of the system now. Before, I couldn't shut my vent valve, which I'm gonna show you right now. It's so dark, but here, take a listen. So now I have full control. The computer is not flipping out anymore. All right, so I'm gonna secure this tank, and I will see you. So guys, I hope you enjoyed that little quick walkthrough of my diagnostic process that I used on this 07, I think it's an 07 Tahoe. I forgot to mention that I did get authorization from the customer to look further into it. So that's what I did. That's what I just got finished showing you guys. Until next time, Alex the Car Doctor out. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. See you guys on the next video.